Hello, stream people. Welcome back to the Hougeki Heroes D&D campaign. Unfortunately, we only have 3 players here today, so we're gonna have a short session because between that and me having a little bit of a headache, we figured it's like, we'll just have a little bit of fun with it. That way, also the 2 players that aren't here don't miss much. So today we have Hedge, Jose, and Phil.
Yellow.
You.
So yeah, is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Not quite.
We'll see about that, Jose. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. So, to recap what happened in the last session, y'all basically got to explore a care. You got to go around the city. We saw Varys and Josaku have, a sparring match. Y'all got to meet Aina, who y'all realized is amazing. Got to explore the city a little bit, meet a cast of colorful characters and a couple members of the guild, as well as, picking up a couple supplies. The gist of it is basically everybody had a fun time except for Finn, who had the creepiest motherfucker in human history pop into the room in the middle of the night, laugh, hold the dagger that supposedly bites the shit out of people, and then say that he's watching. So that's where we pick up the next morning. So, Phil, how did Finn sleep?
He didn't sleep at all after that.
He didn't sleep at all?
No, he did not sleep at all.
Oh, I've enjoyed that too much. But okay. With that in mind, yeah. Everyone else wakes up in the morning. Finn, you stayed up that night, so you only got about half of a full rest, but you were not damaged anyway, so it's fine. And you got enough. I won't say that you have a level of exhaustion because you still got like half a night's sleep.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, morning routine. Go for it.
So I was gonna say, Hyper, I DM'd you about this last week. I don't remember. I think Varus wakes up a little bit earlier than everyone else.
Your mic is cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it better? Okay. So I didn't DM how I was gonna do this, but I DM'd you about this. I think Varus wakes up a little bit earlier than everyone else when like the tavern room and everything's a bit quieter.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes out to see if Aina, right, is the pronunciation?
Mm-hmm. Aina.
Aina. If Aina is there, he asks Aina if she knows where the closest post office is and if he could borrow like a few pieces of paper and ink.
Sure, honey, but it'll be over by the castle, so it's a little bit of a walks away.
Oh.
So for reference, you guys are. Hold up, I gotta swap the scenes. I gotta swap it real quick. You guys are currently about. If I remember correctly, y'all are about here. Give or take, because this one that goes all the way down is Barley Street, all the way up to the castle wall.
Mm-hmm.
And about over here is where the nearest mailing and post office is.
How long would it take?
Maybe about half an hour, 45 minutes round trip.
Okay, and I think I probably woke up early enough that I can do that trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a question for you, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know where they currently live?
I should.
Do you?
Yes, I feel like he would. Well, okay. So I'm pretty sure he would know where his friend lives. He knows the address. Like he probably knows. In his mind, they probably had a few like safe houses, so he knows an address that she would definitely get a letter to.
Okay.
For his mom, he's gonna go based off where he used to live.
All right.
Where they used to live, right? He doesn't know. He has no idea where she lives right now. So he's gonna write the first letter to his. Probably just gonna grab a seat at the bar, like, and get some coffee and start writing. I'll just give you like the TLDR, and to.
Yeah. Why don't you just DM me the contents of the letter?
Okay.
and that way we can roll from there. But yeah, so okay, yeah, it takes you about 20 minutes to write all these because you're not the most like you're not the greatest calligrapher, nor are you know like that fast of a writer or reader.
Mhm.
It's just in general, it's just not a skill that you've put a lot of time into, so it takes you a little bit to do that.
I will say I think the letter to his friend was much. He was able to write that down pretty fast. His second letter is the one that probably took him the longest.
Okay, then yeah, like I said, just DM me the contents of that. Uh, all right. To sort of like skip the whole post office thing because there's not like really a
No,
lot
sure.
of great RP or anything that can be done there. We'll say that it costs about mm, 3 copper to send the 2 letters. Because you sent 2 of them.
Mhm.
So go ahead and mark that off of your character sheet, and yeah, and then your letters will be sent off.
I'm guessing the return address is just going to be the post office.
If you want, Ina would suggest. Well, there, if you want a good return address, if you're going to be staying at the guild hall recently, why don't you have the guild? Why don't you have the letter returned there?
I don't want the guild hall to be the return address.
I mean, honestly, if anybody starts opening up anybody else's mail, usually somebody gets their ass beat.
No, it's not. It's not about anything to do with people at the guild hall. It's about where I'm sending the letters to.
Okay.
It's about them. I would rather them have a different return address. So could I just have it as? Actually, no. I know. Would it be okay if
Tell you
I
what,
have?
dearie. Why don't you just put it here?
Are you sure about that?
What do I care? I'll say it's not like we get much mail in the first place, so if any return letters come in, I'll know they're yours.
If that
Morton and I
works
don't
with
really
you.
have any family or kids that would write us letters.
Oh
Right?
no.
So that's
No,
kind of sad. I
not
kind of.
not like that. It's more of like Goliaths are normally very nomadic, so like how the fuck would you send anything to them? And they were more of like true adventures, so they were like like having kids aren't for us because we would have to settle down, kind of thing. You would like get that vibe. She would have like explained that the
So yeah,
previous night.
yeah. So I say, okay, yeah, that's completely fine with me. I'll give you the. I'll use you as the return address.
Sounds good to me, darling.
Yeah.
All right. So then we'll say that you go on and get back, and as you do, everyone else starts to wake up. Finn, I'm gonna say that because the fact that you were up, you start to hear like a little bit of movement outside. And would you get ready and go out a little bit earlier, or what?
I would probably get up as soon as the light was started shining and like try to find like a place with just a lot of people. Just I don't want to be alone right now.
Okay, then yeah, there's people starting to like get up and come into the tavern just because it is a popular breakfast location. You walk into the main dining hall, and Ina says, "No offense, dearie, but you look like shit. What happened?"
Religious reasons. How about breakfast?
All
Would
right
I
then.
be? Would I be in the tavern then?
No, we'll say that this is about when because you decide. We'll say that you had Ina wake you up a little bit earlier,
Mhm.
which old people get up hella early, so
Yeah,
like they're up before the sun.
and I probably went off to the.
Yeah, so you're still with the post office, or more or less on the way to the post office when Finn comes out.
Mhm.
So yeah, Ina passes you, some coffee, some eggs, a couple pieces of bacon, things like that, toast. Standard fare stuff.
How much is that gonna cost?
Don't worry about it, dear. Consider it a complimentary breakfast for your night stay.
You are too kind. And then I go find a table like against a wall with a clear view of the door, and I sit and eat there.
Dearie, I'm old enough to know when you're on edge. What happened? You
Boy,
forget,
these
I
eggs
used to do
sure
this
are
to,
great.
say what?
I said, boy, these eggs sure are great. And I keep eating.
Alright, you don't want to talk about it. That's understandable. Just, again, if you want, I don't exactly tell the rest of the guild anything that people tell me. It's none of their damn business. So she goes back off, and she and Quincy start to pass out breakfast and everything all around, collecting money. During this period of time, Kaba and Amelie have gotten up. They started to head down. Ina points them in your direction. That way, like, they can sit at the same table, but they're also, like, not, like, super talkative. Kaba just because it's Kaba, and Amelie because, like, I'm not used to getting up like this. Josaku,
Yes.
go for it. Tell me how you wake up. Tell me what you do.
I wake up and I'm in need of breakfast. I cannot fight today on an empty stomach, so I go straight there
Oh,
and request
what do you request?
just some breakfast like eggs and whatnot.
She passes you a plate, but it looks different from the others. It looks more like it's a much leaner and a much lighter meal. Think, trust me on this theory. If you're gonna be sparring, you definitely don't want to do it on an overfilled stomach. You'll throw up. So instead of like buttered toast and like bacon, it's more of like um like there's some greens on there. It's more of like fruit and like again lighter things that are still filling.
I appreciate the consideration. Thank you.
No problem. Also, if he kills you, I will kill him.
I appreciate the thought.
Don't worry. I say don't mention it. So yeah, about this time, as everybody's coming in, also she points you over to like the table where Amelie, Kaba, and Finn are doing. You do notice that Finn looks like Finn is a skittish person, but he looks even a little bit like on edge. Almost like he didn't sleep well a little bit. And Varys, you walk in right about as Josaku is heading towards the table.
I go and I grab some breakfast, and I kind of, as I'm grabbing it, I look at Finn and I'm just like, you okay there, bud? Did you get enough sleep?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure
Seems like
about that?
something. Yeah, seems like something's troubling your mind there.
I was up last night performing a spell, and then I showed them my pink hawk. This is Chester.
Ah, I see.
Chester the Pink Fayhawk, who is, by the way, super fucking adorable. Oh, by the way, before next session, go ahead and send me a picture of like what you would want, and I can like add it to like the art book.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So I guess you'll go throughout the rest of the breakfast. I take it y'all can make your own judgments about Finn's statement. Remember to keep it as what the characters would think and not what the players will think. Um. So yeah, you'll get that, and then Ina says, "Well, when you're done, I would go ahead and head over to the guild hall in a bit. Sia's probably going to start handing out jobs."
And I guess before she hands out the jobs, you kind of need to go for. Well, Josaku needs to go fight good old Argus.
Oh, don't worry. Usually, whenever anybody challenges Argus, they make a little bit of a show of it.
Oh.
Oh,
Do they know?
Trust me. The moment the man steps out onto the balcony, where the arena is, you'll have about 10, 15 people from, say, who are walking the street drop their shit and start watching. And you'll realize from the outside there was this sort of almost porch area to the guild hall, and you didn't really think about it going, but then you realize you can actually see straight into like a small yard.
Good.
So yeah, uh, yeah. Don't worry about it though. I say Argus makes sure never to kill anybody in those, unless they actually are trying to kill him. In which case, I mean, they asked for it.
Is there before we leave, is there a tip jar?
Sure.
Okay, I try to stealthily put a gold coin in this tip jar.
I unstealthily put a gold coin in the tip jar.
Give me 1 second. I've got to. I've forgotten what Ina's stat block is because I rarely have to like use her stat block because it's like something where I haven't had to use her. I don't have to like think about her as much for combat. She's very much not intended to be a true like combat NPC, if that makes sense, as opposed to like the guild members. Okay, so with that is that. She's a monk, so I'll say she's proficient. By the way, she totally sees every single one of you put it in.
Yeah, no, I'm not stealthing it in. I'm just like dropping it.
Oh yeah, no, like unless you are doing a sleight of hand check, Finn, you are absolutely in sight. Okay, never mind. Fuck what I just said. Actually, wait, hold up. Let me think. Or was that? That's plus 2. Is a 6. Yeah. You beat her. You actually managed to beat her. She rolled a 24 on her perception.
I am the knight.
Because she no, sorry, no, she rolled a 25 on her perception because she's got a +5 for proficiency bonus, and she is proficient in perception because she's a monk, and she's got wisdom. So yeah, like you managed to beat her. She rolled an 18 naturally, dude. That's impressive.
So did I.
No, you rolled a fucking 19. That is impressive. All right. So yeah, then Ina says, "Thank you much, dearies. And y'all know, don't be strangers. Seriously, if y'all ever get sick of the chaos of everything, come stay a night. I'll make sure Mort doesn't give you too much shit while you're here." Right, so y'all heading off to the guild hall?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So you'll go in. It's about like a 5-10 minute walk. It's not far. You'll easily remember the way because it's literally just like right up Barley Street. And you notice that there's a lot less party now. It's mostly like people cleaning up. Almost like like New Orleans after Mardi Gras. You see people sort of cleaning up the streets. You see them trying to keep it clean and ready for the next night to party without anybody, eating shit, tripping over beer bottles or fucking beads from the previous night. That's like kind of like the mental picture. It's not like specifically, like beer bottles and beads, but you get it. So all right. So yeah, y'all go up to it and then y'all get to the guild hall. In there you notice that there's about I would say about 10 to 15 people around that you don't recognize on top of. You could see Mord off in one corner. You could see Melina in another talking to Sia. I'm sorry, Melina's talking to another person. Sia's over like shuffling papers. And the only person you'd expect to be here that's missing at the moment is Argus. Which you would absolutely be able to see Argus, because again, this man is like 6'6" and is a fucking mountain. So yeah, when you'll get in, are you gonna like try to talk to anybody real quick, or are you just gonna like wait?
I think I'll just go talk to Sia and Melina. Just morning.
Right. Which one, Sia or Merlina?
Aren't they together?
No. Sorry. Sia is off on her own behind what looks to be like a main desk, like shuffling paper. She looks kind of busy at the moment.
Wait, Melina's here?
Melina is here.
Wait, then who was Melina with?
Melina's just talking to another guild member. You don't recognize the guild member. It's a short, older, gnomish woman. Or let me make sure that it's a gnome. I'm sorry, halfling woman.
I'll just go over to Malia and the Gnomish woman and just introduce myself quickly.
I'm gonna follow.
Oh, hey there, gang. How are you doing?
Morning. Well, pretty good. Had a good sleep. Excited to see what's gonna happen today.
Give me one moment because I do actually have Melina's stat block. And given something about her, I need to do something real quick. Okay. She instantly notices it's like, you get enough sleep last night? She's looking like directly at you, Finn. Kind of look like shit. No offense.
I get that a lot.
Nah, not like that. What, something spooky?
If we can talk about that after.
Wait, did casting that spell really spook you? How did Chester spook you?
Who the hell is Chester?
I point to my hawk.
Oh my god, he's so fucking adorable! Aren't you adorable? And then, Chester gets a little bit skittish because again, this giantess of a woman is now going up and she's so intrigued by him. It's like, oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. I wouldn't hurt something that cute. And she starts to pet him a little bit. He's scared at first because she just has that vibe, but it's like, oh, okay, that actually feels pretty good. Oh, yeah, okay, I like this one. Oh, we're Melina. You gonna introduce me to the new recruits? Oh, so this is Sari. She's arching her finger down to exaggerate the height difference between them.
Sari or Zeri?
Sari, Serrey. I'm sorry, Sarrey. My bad.
Sari.
Yep. I say Sari is generally our how should I say this? She's more of the guild hall keeper. She makes sure everything is running smoothly. Make sure nobody's, making a place there. Basically, I keep this place running, Melina. Yeah, that.
So the brains behind Argus.
If anybody's the brains around here, it's either little Miss Telepath over there, or it's me. I'm standing right here, I know you are, but to be honest, you're more of a get it done as opposed to trying to interpret a method to the madness around here. Okay, you got a fair point.
More of the stabby kind.
Sari doesn't exactly do actual work.
No, when I said more of the stabby kind, I refer to Melina.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely the stabby kind. But it's not me that's going to be doing the stabbing today. She looks straight at Josaku. You doing okay? How's your knee?
Yeah, it's doing all right. I'm all rested up.
Good. Because honestly, you should be scared of him a lot more than you should me.
I think today's gonna be fun.
Well, we're about to see. Looks like Sia's finished. All right, attention, watchers. I'm saying we're here for the daily passing out of jobs, but before that, Argus actually wants to speak to you, lowlifes, and mercs. So you hear among that, you hear a couple laughs, and then a couple people say, it's like, the fuck does Argus want to say? When does he ever do this? So then you see down the stairs from the same area that he went up to, that you saw him go last night. You see Argus come down, but he's not wearing, the armor that he was when he entered the. I'll say that he was when we were traveling with them. He's not wearing God Razor at the moment. He's kind of just, there, in casual clothing. All right, what's up, soldiers of fortune? So, normally, this is the part of the day where you all get to pick your jobs and, see how you get paid this week. But today we have a special occasion. We have our infrequent source of entertainment. And then you hear a bunch of people go oh, hell yes. As you can guess, there's somebody that wants to fight me. then you hear somebody say, it's like, oh, fuck yeah! We're gonna see Argus kick the shit out of somebody! And like, again, it starts to get like a little bit raucous. You can tell that this is not an irregular thing. All right. Settle down, kids. Settle down. Normally it's someone who thinks they'll come up and kick my ass. And we enjoy seeing me do the opposite. But our new recruit, Josaku here, basically started with the fact that he knew he was outmatched, but he still wanted to do it anyway to test himself. You hear a couple laughs and a couple people now, like, and Josaku, you can see people now looking at you like, what the fuck? Is he crazy? He doesn't think he can be an Argus, but he's trying it anyway? I'm like, so, instead of, the usual fare of me just utterly shit, so let's make it a little bit more, let's make this a little bit more interesting, shall we? Everybody outside! And then, y'all do it. Y'all go out onto the area. Argus basically leads the way, pushes open a double doors as, you got, everybody starts to go outside. Do y'all follow them?
Yeah.
All right. You'll do it, and you'll see like a pretty sizable porch area. It's not quite as big as like the main guild hall area, but it's pretty sizable. And you see that there's a little bit of dip there. There's a little railing, and it's like, ah. And as soon as like Argus steps outside, you hear people from the street say like, Argus is here! It's Argus! It's Argus! It's Argus! Like, there's now like 15 people gathering outside. Let me just move it over, that way y'all can kind of see. So, from here y'all can kind of see, it's this area around where, ooh, nope, that is the wrong button. So, like, this area, there appears to be like a fence, but a see-through fence, and like an area underneath this like little pathway where these people can like see through this area. Everywhere else is about suspended about 7 feet above this little pit that you see in the ground. Argus basically walks over. He looks at the table to the left that was over here, picks up a wooden sword from it, spins it around in his hand, grabs another one off the table, and then as you walk outside, Josaku, he tosses it to you.
I catch it.
We're going to use some training weapons, because let's be honest, neither of us wants to cut the other up.
Before Josaku goes in to fight Argus, I'll pull Josaku back, and I'm just gonna say, considering what was his nickname again, I forgot because I'm mixing it up with his sword right now. His sword's God Razor.
The sword god of Nair.
God of Nair.
The sword god of Nair. His nickname is the sword god of Nair.
Sword god. Okay, the sword god of Nair, and his sword is the God Razor, right?
Yeah, and as like you start to pull him in, by the way, Argus says, "Oh, by the way, gang, no wagers on how long I'll say on how long he's lasting against me." And you hear just this groan and this protest for a second, and even Melina's like, Argus, what the fuck? I already started collecting the bets, damn it! Return him then, Melina. We're not having a usual beatdown. See, today, Argus then jumps into the pit, throws his arms out kind of like this, his sword's right. Today, Professor Argus is here, class is in session.
So, as the summon quickly pull Hougeki and just whisper, listen, you're against the sword god of Naya. Fight dirty. Take him in the balls. You are trying to win. He's gonna try to beat the shit out of you. You gotta do what you gotta do. Trust me, I've been in a fuckload of situations like this. You gotta do everything you can to win here. And I kind of pat him on the shoulder, encouragingly, and give him a push towards the fight.
And you're just saying this to him, right?
Yeah, I'm whispering this to him.
So Melina from across the way shouts at you, whatever you do, don't do what he just said. It will not end well for you.
I had no intention to.
Good. Argus looks around. It's like he's not looking at you, Varys. He's like, "What the fuck did you tell him to do?"
I just like lift up like a thumbs up at him and like, don't worry about it.
And then Melina basically gives you like a smile and shouts, "I can read lips."
Yeah, that's good to know.
Hmm? She's also got a passive perception of like 28.
Yeah, probably. So anything I do.
Oh no,
she'll
she
know.
does. Like she absolutely saw you say it.
Yeah, like, and I am the least stealthiest person out there. She will definitely know if when I do something.
Oh yeah, again, like you did. I went ahead and like didn't even roll because again, you're not beating her passive perception. So,
Yes, it is. I think. Yeah, that's all I want to do.
and Argus now like, oh okay, whatever. All right, and again, you notice is like he's now like taking off his shirt, and you see. Imagine the Rock's physique, but with like battle scars all over it. You could tell like this is a guy who's seen a lot of action, and despite being as good as he is, he's still taken a lot of hits. But you also see that this is basically a wall of muscle. And he's saying, so, to help make it fair, you get your armor. I don't. You could basically, do whatever. I won't have God Razor or Chroma. Just have it in. Again, this isn't a beatdown. This is a lesson. Consider it more of an education than like a hard lesson per se. You have no idea how rare it is for people to actually acknowledge that I'm going to beat them, but then still do it anyway. Usually they either are deluded into thinking that they're going to beat me, or they quit when they realize that I'm going to kick their ass. So I figured, hey, you want to test? Class is in session.
Alright, let's do this.
All right. So you jump into the pit?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and make sure that you can control your token. Let me do this, and then controlled by you. All right. So I will start Argus's initiative in D&D Beyond and roll 20. The rest of my dice I will actually be rolling physically. I'm gonna roll my metal one that I basically use for Argus. All right. So let's start her off. Jose, Jisaku, roll initiative.
That's Jose. Oh, good shit.
You
Good
actually
Jose.
get to move first.
Ooh!
Good shit, Jose.
All right. So I don't know if I started. Fuck. Do it again, and then we'll just put the initiative there. What the hell is? Why is it not giving Argus his initiative? 1 second. I gotta figure this out.
I like the music, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I do too. I ended up really liking it.
Yeah.
Why is it not letting me roll his damn initiative? Motherfucker.
Good, let's get the nat 20s out of the way.
Oh, it won't matter regardless.
Oh no, dude. No, that's the only one. The only one.
Any nat 20 we're getting tonight?
We'll see. Okay, like I can't add turn. Okay, there we go. Okay, finally. Fuck, you got an 18 to start. Okay, so I'll start off here. Jisaku, you are up first.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, and also you did take a long rest, right? So all of your character sheets should be reset.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So yeah, you've got like your full set of lucky, you've got your full set of that. But yeah, we'll say that you get the whole thing. Okay, cool. Go for it.
So, let's see. I'm gonna pop fighting spirit first, and then I'm gonna rush in to.
Okay. Go for it.
Well, what should I roll? Do I just roll Dex at advantage?
Roll your katana because it's basically the
Okay.
same modifier because it's still a long sword. It's just made out of wood. So instead of
Okay.
slashing damage, it'll be bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Also, one thing you notice is that Argus is also not wearing the belt that he usually wears. He usually wears this like big ass belt. Not wearing it right now.
Hmm.
13. Was that with advantage or was that
Oh, whoops! I didn't.
No, you're good. Roll me one more. Okay, so that actually does not hit him, even without his armor. So you see that, and you see Argus like you go for that first swing. Argus easily like one-handed like just parries it with like a reverse grip, pushes off, and like swaps the sword around to like main grip. All right, is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Ellen, did you give yourself the 5 temporary HP?
Oh wait. How do I do that?
If you look up at the top right of your sheet, where it has your maximum HP points,
Okay.
there's a temp up there.
Okay, gotcha. There we go.
All right. So again, he's just doing the simple block, and now it is Argus's turn. Well, first shot. I say first shot is free. Why don't we make it double or nothing? Josaku, it is your turn.
Hmm.
Wait, so we didn't attack that turn?
He did not.
Oh. Let's see.
And I guess Varus is probably just yelling encouraging words to it, just like you got this, just like go fuck him up.
Go for it.
I'm just yelling as loud as you can.
Alright, I'll pop fighting spirit again and go for another here.
Okay, go for it.
That's good.
25 with advantage. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is roll me. I'll say that does hit. Roll me your damage. All right, and you're doing the two-handed, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, as a reaction, he is going to spend a superiority dice and do his parry. So let me see if that actually does any damage. That's a D12. So let me get this one. All of the damage is negated.
Oh, dang.
Yep. He said, "I told you." The first, say, and you see him like you thought you landed a hit, but you realize that he was just holding his sword very close to his arm, and he throws it off. It actually did not land, or if it did land, it barely grazed him. It's like, okay, that was actually a pretty good hit. My turn.
Excellent parry.
Thank you. Josaku does a 25 hit.
Yeah.
All right. You take. That was almost very bad for you. You take. Oh wait, no, I rolled the wrong dice. Never mind. Okay, that's actually even better for you. Okay, so you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As he goes back with the sword, swings it around, and you try to move your blade in the wane time, but as he goes for like the swing, it's almost as if he stops and then goes low. As in, like, you go to block high, and he just, like, faster than you can see, he swings it around. All right. It is now
Ooh.
your turn.
How much damage did that first attack do?
That first attack did 6,
6.
and he rolled a 1 on the damage die.
You got this, Hozaku. Yusaku.
Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna go in for another hit here without fighting spirit.
Go for it. A 21. All right. With that, he's gonna do that. It does. So you swing around after he lands his hit, as he's giving you a little bit of smile. He moves back, but it does catch him like right on the shoulder. Roll your damage.
Ooh.
All right. 8 damage there. Good. You learn to say you're attacking in response now. Remember, if somebody does a parry like that in response with a quick counterattack, if your armor took most of the blow, you need to get them while their guard is down.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So then,
As this is happening, I kind of whisper over to Finn. Finn, you think Yusaku's got a shot?
so again, Argus is gonna go like, all right,
I'm guessing just how Finn says nothing.
come on, let's do this again.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I can't.
Josaku, it's your turn now. I see, like,
Oh.
Argus has started to like move around you a little bit, like do it like like the swordsman circling thing.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pop fighting spirit here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna roll my attack here.
All right, 17. Roll your damage. Okay, you're rolling. You're also building it two-handed. Okay, so this is now I get to do this. Again, you think it almost looks like it hit, but then you realize that Argus barely got the hilt of his sword in there, and is holding it about half an inch from his shoulder. They're like, you swung out, and again, it looked like it hit true, and you thought you felt the meaty slap, but then you saw he actually caught it right there. Faster than you could see, he moved it, and he barely caught it there.
Can I action surge here?
You absolutely can, yes!
Or are you gonna go in for another attack here?
14 meets it, beats it.
Ooh.
So, as you do, you go in, roll your damage. Okay, 6. Tell you what, I'll give you the 13 on that one.
Let's go.
I'll give you the 13 because that was the fact that you like actually did it, and then you come around and your blade like just catches Argus like right on his on his left pec, and then you guys can like see a little red mark where it landed. Everyone around is like, what the fuck? Did he just hit Argus?
And that Marsh just goes, let's fucking go!
Yeah, everyone else around you is looking stunned. The people on the street, it's like,
yeah,
okay. See, now we're having fun. All right. So, now at that response, Argus is going to come around. He's going to go in, and he's going to make an attack at you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right. So then, what that is going to do? Wait. I have to total it. Oh. Oh. I forgot it did that. This is gonna hurt. Take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
I think I'm feeling a little lucky here.
You want to see if
actually.
he can re-roll the attack? Okay.
Yeah.
He rolled even better. He rolled the 19.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't that lucky.
Nope.
Turns out. 14.
Mm-hmm.
How much
Oof.
HP do you have, Josiah?
So then Argus is now saying, he's like, okay.
I believe I'm at 30 right now.
Let's see.
Yeah, because you took 6 and then 13, right?
Yeah.
So after the 6, after he did the 6 to you, I think, right? Didn't you pop another thing of
Fighting spirit. Yes.
fighting spirit? So that would bring it back up to 5. So you should be at 31 by my math.
Oh, okay. Let's.
Wait, am I right there? Because 19 total, you would have had 50. Yeah, 31.
Let's go.
You know what? Okay, it's not that bad.
Well, you haven't kept through 10% of Argus's HP yet.
It's like you got the sword, Josiah.
He also has been only making 1 attack per turn.
You got this, Josiah.
All right. All right. Your move now, kid. As again, like you could say, it's like remember when you make those kind of attacks, you cannot leave yourself wide open. You have to bring up your blade for the proper defense. If you don't do that, you're liable to get your head taken off.
Yes. Okay. I see. So.
If you're gonna go for a wild shot, you have to make sure it hit. I'll say it's a finisher. So, your move.
All right. Going in for another here.
23. Go for it. All right. Let's see if this is reduced. I'll say how much this is reduced by. He actually does take some of that damage. So he goes in, but because of how you've been fighting with that, you realize, you started to get a read on how he is doing the blocking. So what he did is when he brought the blade up, you started to pivot your blade over it and bend it along the thing. So he actually got hit a little bit on the shoulder with that.
Ooh.
There we go. You're learning. There we go. See, but there is.
Studying.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry to interrupt this, but did you guys see what Phil wrote on Hougeki Heroes Game Log?
Don't distract them. Don't distract them.
They need to see this though, Phil. Hispanic Hercules will come through.
Well, will it though? But you have to remember one thing, especially when you're finding a swordsman who's only using a sword in one hand.
He doesn't have another sword.
No, he's waiting. He's waiting for your response there.
Wait, what?
I was saying there is one thing though that you always have to keep in mind whenever you're fighting against someone who's using a sword one-handed when you're using it too.
What would that be?
He goes to swing at you with the sword, and as a result, you straight up don't see that he throws a left hook straight at your face. Straight at your chest, and it lands true. So this is Argus's big meaty fist just hitting you right in the rib cage because you went up to like block the sword strike with the thing, but he just caught you there. But he has 2 hands.
Oh, how much damage did that do?
That did 6.
6?
Because an unarmed strike will do much less, but it is still Argus.
I think that this just we see him punch Josako in the chest, right?
Yeah, like straight to the
rib.
ribcage, like a straight up like he went in for the sword thing, but like then did like a left uppercut to the ribs.
And I just yell out to Josako. I was like, "This is why I told you to knee him in the balls. He was gonna do something like this."
Not
He
my
is
style.
now looking straight at you, Varys, and he says, "Okay, One more thing like that, and you're next.
You deserve.
All right. It is your turn now, Josaku.
Okay. I'm gonna second win here.
You're gonna second win.
Yeah.
All right. If I'm not mistaken, you still do also have one use of fighting spirit left. So all right, go ahead and roll your second win.
All right.
12. Okay. Wow, you got a lot
Ooh.
off of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
That puts you actually almost back up to full.
Ooh, let's go. That's good. And we're going for another hit. Feeling a little refreshed here.
All right, go for it.
Not refreshed enough.
Okay, so in reaction to that, you took the blow to the ribs and you try to make a thrust, but Argus sidesteps this, and as a result, you see the blade coming down and it hits you square in the shoulder for his reaction. Cause yeah, I take it that an 18 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Okay. So 18 hits. So then, oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting that all of these Battle Master things add the D12 to the damage roll. Okay, you didn't get a half bad roll though. So that's 13 bludgeoning damage.
13. Ooh.
Yep. And also, you have to remember, if you get hit, you can't just swing wildly. You're liable to get hit again.
Alright. I see.
Your move. Say, and then he's now holding it out to you because he realizes, like, let's be honest. Say again, teaching moment. Come on, get one more good shot in, and then I say, and then we have the end of lesson.
I'll pop my last fighting spirit here.
Go for it. That gives you 5 temporary hit points. All right, roll your other. Say, is that both of them? Yep. Okay, 23 does hit. Roll your damage. All right, and you notice that. Let me see how much of that he decides to block. The majority of that actually gets him there. So he's sitting there. What you do is you've got your blade out. You slap his sword away, and then go and like hit him square in the say in his right pec this time. And he's like, okay, you're really picking up on it. We're gonna have to do this more often. Even though I'm holding back, this is still a lot more fun than most people who I get to kick the shit out of. And believe it or not, he actually did take the majority of that damage. He took, out of that 12, he took 7 of it.
Ooh.
But I think now we can agree it's time to wrap up the lesson. Say it's time for the bell. Okay. This is gonna be big. Does a 30 hit?
Well, I actually, I think I'm a little lucky here, actually.
All right. You did not want to do that. It's too late to take back, but he went from a 19 to a natural 20. For a total of 31.
I can't believe this.
Legitimately, I could not either. I saw this on the fucking dice. I'm like, motherfucker. What? Okay,
A 19 to a 20?
Yep. You legitimately had the worst case lucky scenario. It's like, it only happens once in a blue moon, but when it does, it can feel pretty bad. But it was legitimately just a lucky dice roll. Also, you'd rather have it here with someone who's not actually trying to kill you? Okay. How many luck points do you have left, by the way?
One more.
One more. Okay. Go to use your action surge and that. Okay. So it does a 27 hit.
Yeah.
All right. And does a 16 hit.
Oh, meets. Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be 3d8 plus 15. I actually don't have enough d8s for this, so I actually have to roll one again. Oh, no. Yes, I do. I forgot. I've got my metal dice. I haven't even rolled these fuckers for damage. Shit. Ooh. Okay. That's 14 plus another, I say plus another 8. So that's 22. That is 37 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh. That's.
Sorry, you said 37 points bludgeoning damage?
I said 37 points of bludgeoning damage because he used all three. He goes in and he's just like, okay. Again, he's like, but now it's time for the bell. And then you guys see him go. You don't even see him fucking move. You just see Josaku's body go like bam, bam, bam. Like 3 blows. Argus is now there with the blade over. Josaku, that does reduce you to 0, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say that it reduces you to 1 because, again, it is a training sword and he is trying to hold back here. As you just see that, and you just like, you just start to fall backwards as you slowly start to do that.
Uh,
As you fall to the
As-
dirt.
as he starts falling, I think I'm just gonna. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I'm just gonna try to hop into the ring and to go and grab the Saku before he hits the ground.
Before he hits the ground? Nah, you
Yeah.
see, like, again, he starts to fall back, and, like, Argus, like, catches his arm to make sure he doesn't, like, eat shit.
Mhm.
So, like, before you even move, you see, like, Argus is, like, holding him up. Argus throws the sword to the ground, gives him a little, like, wake-up slap of, hey, Yosaku, wake up.
Whoa. Oh. Whoa. I've never had so much fun losing.
Admittedly, that was a lot more fun than just kicking someone's ass because I actually got to, enjoy it rather than, feeling compelled to do it. Even though it was part of our deal, still, that is actually fun. You ever want to do that again? Tell me. Varys,
I
you want to give it a
watched-
shot? I could still go.
While people are distracted, I like to try to make my way over to Melina.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So as
Well,
you're doing
actually-
that, you get behind her, and she says, "What's up?"
Can I talk to you in private after this is over?
Sure. Why?
I have a gift for you.
She gives this look as if, like, a gift. Just gonna be upfront. Your chances, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell almost all of the new people who try and hit on me. Your chances of sleeping with me are next to 0.
Oh no! Oh God, no! Oh, I am no. I mean,
Hey.
you're very pretty. I mean, not that like your beauty is the only thing that's like important about you, or like that like I wouldn't be attracted to you, but I'm just not. It's not. I just stare at the ground.
Okay.
And somewhere.
I'm just giving you shit here, Finn. We'll talk after. Right. So Varys, you gonna hop in too? You were talking that good shit a second ago.
Oh, I'm probably gonna get my shit kicked in.
Oh, you absolutely are.
Fuck it, why not? I jump in as well.
All right. Roll your initiative.
It's probably gonna be bad.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, hold on. I'm pulling on my dice right now. Okay, it is 11, I think. No, it's 9.
Yeah,
I finished it. Oh, I need to roll on. Let me just roll it in.
Well, basically, does your initiative go before or after Argus?
Before. Can I move my character?
So wait, you rolled a 19?
9.
9. Okay, so then yeah, he gets to go first.
Yes. Can you drag my character token in there?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot to give you
Sorry?
control over it. Let me do this. There you go. You have control. So all
Thank you.
right then. In that case, Argus has like kicked the sword away, and now because he's seen you like fight, he's squaring up.
I'm gonna pull up my fists too, and he gets the first go.
All right. So Ari say it's like, you see, that was a teaching moment. I like you, Varys. But if there's one thing you don't do, you don't tell him to go for the dick. Does a 27 hit?
27 hits.
Okay. Oh, that one actually may not. Does a 14 hit?
14 misses.
14 misses.
Just
Okay.
misses, yeah.
Let's see. Oh wait, I forgot. He's got Know Your Enemy, so he actually knows your AC. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Mhm.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
By the way, he action surged.
Yeah.
Does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
All right. Then you take another 18 points of it, so you take a total of 30 points of bludgeoning damage on his first turn.
I dropped to 14 hit points.
You said you dropped to what?
14.
14. Okay, yeah.
So
As you guys see Argus basically like, I don't know if y'all have seen that thing like that little Mac animation where it's like he goes up and he just starts like wailing on Varys like with body shots. And you can see like as big as Varys is, Argus is bigger and he's doing some work with these. Like pop 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 pop. And there is one where like after he hit Varys, he actually swung and it missed. But you could tell that was more of just because of the fact that he didn't expect to hit him that hard. More than like him straight up missing. Sorry. I had to get in. You don't go for the little you don't go for the little Banes. And
So
you
I'm
hear
gonna
everyone in the area roar laughing.
I go into a rage as bonus action.
Go for it.
So, and I'm pretty sure. Let me know how this works, Hyper. The
You said-
new frenzied rage, that's still a bonus action as well, right?
If you were going to rage, I would let you do it. Make it a frenzied rage instantly.
Okay.
You
So
can make
I'd
it all like
to-
one thing.
Yeah, so I'd like to make it a frenzied rage as my bonus action, like go into rage and start the frenzy.
Okay, hold up 1 second. Let me pull up Varys's character sheet. That way, I'm like, I can keep track to everything, and I can also remember exactly what this frenzy does.
And I probably only have one more attack until he beats the shit out of me.
I mean, you remember,
So-
you now take reduced damage.
Yes, but I have 14 hit points.
Even if he landed every single attack, so yeah, he would have to land every single attack. Plus action surge for you to go down.
Yeah, no, I'm just contemplating, do I want to go into a reckless attack or not?
You do you, man.
I'm sorry, no. Why? What did I see reckless in my stat sheet? That's weird.
Oh, also, by the way, you had one less thing of exhaustion after that.
Yes, I just gained one.
Reckless, yeah, it's in your stat sheet. It's in your features.
Features and trade. That's where it was. Yes, that's where it was. Okay, I'll just punch in my Motorist Reckless right now.
All right. Roll me your attacks.
It's just one attack. It misses. It's a 9.
I will say that because you have 2-weapon fighting, I will let you take another attack.
Okay. This one should hit. That's 22.
22 hits. So
Okay.
as you throw one wild one, so you throw one wild elbow, but then also come up with another one where you basically did a tackle, trying to abuse the fact that like you're one of the few people that he's probably fought in a while that's almost on his size level,
Mhm.
and you actually managed to land a good shot right on his chin. Oh, this is gonna be fun now.
Okay, so give me a second. I'm calculating the damage. Sorry, with the new frenzy.
I think that's a
Mm.
9.
Yes, it's a 9.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's my turn then. And I've just put my
Uh,
hands up.
all right, y'all have actually managed to knock out about 15% to 20% of his HP. Y'all have actually done a lot of work.
Oh, Yosaku's done most of the work.
I mean, you still hit him pretty hard for that, because remember, the majority of Josaku's damage was negated. That's the thing about Battle Master, is that they can parry.
That's true. Yeah, that was fucking annoying.
Yeah, he is a Battle Master, the strongest fighter variant. 22?
It's
Uh,
15 and above hits. Anything 15 and above.
okay, well
That's
then
not good.
he meets it, he beats it. He rolled a 15 on that one.
Okay.
And 27.
Hits.
Take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, but of course you round it round half, so take 9.
9. He is still standing with 5 hit points.
Yep. Oh wait, shit! I forgot about something. Okay, yeah.
Does he
hold
go
up.
down yet?
One moment. There's actually one more thing that he might be able to do. Because technically that is another initiative roll. So when he does that, he actually gains back a superiority dice.
Oh, okay. Oh, so does the Battle Master gain a superiority dice every time they?
Every time they roll initiative, if you are out of
Oh.
superiority dice, which he was because he used up all of them against Yosaku, you actually get 1 back.
Oh, okay.
So because the fact that we just like treated it as a new initiative, but it is still the thing, so he does get 1 back.
Okay.
So okay. Then I want you to make me an athletics check.
So it says you get an advantage on strength checks. So since athletics is strength, I get an advantage on it, right?
Yep, you do.
He rolled at 20, didn't he?
Not an at 20. What did you roll?
I'm rolling right now. I rolled a 17.
He rolled a 37.
Yeah, no, my highest was a 26.
The only way you could have done that is with a natural 20. But yeah,
Yeah.
he rolled a 37 on his athletics check. So he now, after that last hit, he now has you in a full Nelson.
Okay.
All right, you're up.
So can I still punch him?
You will have to break the grapple first, but I will allow you to make 1 attack. But you will have to make it at disadvantage.
But technically, can't you attack while you're being grappled? You just can't move.
Yes, but when you're attacking while grappled is a disadvantage.
Okay, I'm just gonna reckless attack both my attacks then.
Okay, then yeah, then you will lose.
Well,
So
just
then
make it-
it'll neutral.
Yeah, because I think I know Varus knows he's going down.
Oh wait, were your attacks reckless on the first one?
No,
Okay.
I didn't reckless. Give me a second. I will just. Oh, actually, sorry. I just put on the grappled condition to myself on D&D Beyond. It doesn't say that I get disadvantage on my attacks.
I've always thought, so you heard it as.
So my speed becomes 0, and I can't benefit any bonus from it. Yeah, that's the only thing. I just can't move.
Grappled. It can't benefit any bonuses speed. Conditions since the grappler is incapacitated. Okay, yeah. I always thought it was that they got disadvantage on the attacks against the grappler.
Yeah,
It can't benefit from any bonus of speed if they're incapacitated. Effectiveness of grappled creature from the reach of the grappling effect. Oh wait, no, I forgot. No, technically because of the grapple now, because of his role, you were then restrained because he put you in a
Okay.
Because he put you in a full Nelson. That's what I was thinking of. It's restrained that has the
Not grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. I put it on my attack sheet. Okay. So I'll take 2 straight attacks with no.
Yeah, if he had
Because
not rolled as high as he would not have been restrained.
yeah. So
Like if he had rolled like a 10 or below, he would not.
Okay. So it'll just be 2 normal attacks because I'm gonna use reckless.
Okay.
To
Make it
because
go.
if he's restraining me, he's gonna have advantage on me anyway next turn.
Yep.
Okay, 18 for the first one.
18 hits.
Damage is 9 points of damage.
9. Okay.
That one.
Say what?
That one.
Not one? Okay, so on one of them, you throw your head back and you catch him like right on the forehead. He leans back and you try to do it again, but he like meets you halfway and you realize, oh shit. As then,
It was nice knowing you boys.
okay, yeah, between his 3 attacks, he got you. He actually rolled, I'll say one of them, I don't know if he actually would have hit, but we'll say that between the 3 attacks, because he did land 2 of them on you.
Yeah, I'm sure if he lands 2, he gets it.
We'll say that he went from the full Nelson, he then positioned it to where he's got your arms like behind you in like a tiger pose, and then flips you over his head and suplexes you into the ground, dealing, which reduces you to 1 HP. We're going to say like the 1 HP because obviously he's not trying to kill you. And then he gets up. It's like, whew. Okay, boys. That was more entertaining than I expected it to be. And you could see like around, Finn, you can even see it too. The crowd is going nuts. Because it was one of those things, like, they were expecting him to just come in and just instantly delete both of you. But he gave y'all a fighting chance, and y'all made the best of it. So, like, everybody's like, holy shit, those guys are awesome!
I think I'm like probably noticing a broken nose at this point.
Not a broken nose. No, he suplexed you. You didn't land in your face. You landed on your shoulders.
I thought the first few hits landed on my.
Oh no, he went straight for chest shots. So you will probably have a bruised rib. And
I'm exhausted as fuck already.
Oh yeah, and you have one thing of exhaustion. Your other layer of exhaustion did roll over. So you only have the one.
Yes, because I took a long rest to make sure that didn't roll over. And I just kind of lay on the ground for a bit, staring.
He walks over. He sits down on the ground, like next to you. Pats you in the back, and says, "Ah, tell you what, you actually throw a mean punch.
Yeah,
Nice elbow."
Like while I'm laying on the ground, I'm just like, thanks. I need to work on my anger issues, though. That wasn't smart.
It makes you feel better. I had those when I was your age too, so it gets better over time.
And I think like I can like pat him on the back and kind of use them as like a crutch almost
Well,
to
no,
pick myself up into
he's
sitting
extending
position.
your arm down to where you can like get up easily.
Yeah, I take that arm and like
this man is like
let him
solid
pull me
brick, so.
just let him pull me up.
Well, he's not gonna like yoink your ass up. He's basically like providing himself as a prop.
Well, I look towards Josaku and I'm just like, give Josaku a salute and I'm like, I'm sorry, Jutsu, I failed you.
Well,
I salute back.
Well, soldiers of fortune! I'd say our new recruits did a pretty good job, all things considered. I say everyone gives them a round of applause. And you see like the guild members admittedly like go like doing it, and you even see more doing like a.
Oh.
He likes us. Let's go.
Oh no! It was one of those looks is like he went super easy on you guys. Like that's the look that Mort is giving you. He's going like, I'm giving this because I was told to, not because I want to. You get the feel Mort is a hard ass.
I just gotta ignore Maud, look at Josaku, and I'm like, Let's go, Jisaku. We did some damage.
And
Yeah.
then you'll hear Sia go like, "All right, everyone, go back to what you were doing before, and watchers, everybody inside, will hand out jobs." Melina is next to you, Finn, and says, "Stick for a second." As everyone else starts to go inside, Argus pulls also down a ladder. That way, the three of you guys who are in the pit can get out.
Mhm.
All right. Now that everyone else is back inside, so Finn, what do you want to say?
First off, please don't stab me. And then I take out the mysterious stone dagger, and I like hold it out to her, and I say, I found this in an old ruin. It was identified, and it's got some kind of magic that's comparable to God Razor. Um, I'm just some guy from the boonies. There's something going on with this thing, and it's not meant for people like me.
She takes it in her hand. Instantly looks at this. That's weird.
Right?
She throws it at a nearby railing. Leech. And it returns instantly to her hand.
Whoa, what the?
Yeah.
No, you're not there, by the way, Josaki. Y'all are already inside.
Oh, I was out of character.
Yeah.
You figured that out so quickly. It's probably belongs better with you.
If you think I'm taking this from you, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Wait, what?
Look. I'm the bad bitch of the guild. Anyone here will tell you that. But everyone has their starts, and everyone needs their little helps. That is one creepy fucking dagger, admittedly. But blinkback stuff isn't easy to come by. Keep that. I think you'll get a lot of use out of it. Hey. Like, also, again, I don't really take handouts. I appreciate the gift, but so then she pulls out her dagger of venom and then also shows like her wrist blade on the other arm. I've got my own stuff.
I just feel like
What's got you spooked? Seriously, there's something there. Come on, spit it out.
something talked to me last night, and I think it came from the dagger.
Something like what?
I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was this hooded figure. I should have asked its name, but honestly, I was too freaked out to even bother.
What was he wearing?
All black and this like weird mask.
Good one. Okay. For a second there, I thought you were serious. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's very discomforting. Do you know something that I don't?
Holy shit, you're serious. Oh, there's no fucking way I'm taking that from you now.
Wait, but this is like meant for heroes and stuff, and you're a hero and I'm not, and I can't do this.
At the mention of that, she gives you a stern look. Finn, Argus is a hero. Mort's a hero. Ein is a hero. I'm no one's fucking hero.
You're a hero to me.
Well, then you need better role models.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I kill people. I don't save towns. I don't do anything like that. I kill people. That is what I do in the guild, and that is why my jobs are expensive. Because of the fact that if you want me to kill someone, there better be a damn good reason, and you're paying out the nose for it. That's why you don't see me rushing over there to get a job. Because if they had something for me, I would have already known about it. This ain't for me. And by the way, there's no way you actually had a fucking god visit you in a dream last night. All
Yeah.
black, freaky mask. I'm gonna guess with like almost horns coming out of the mask at the back, like cloth horns.
Can you just tell me who this was, please?
You basically just described the god of thieves, Mask.
His name is Mask?
Yeah, and she pulls out a necklace which has like I would say a little bit of a mask to it. Like, yeah, god of thieves, and not the most popular one. What I'm guessing actually happened is that it was some sort of, dream from the dagger. Maybe it was, made by some priest of mask or something, and it's some residual thing left over. Don't worry about it in the long run. My advice, keep stabbing shit with it. That thing talks. And it's not like, the chatty kind of talking that with some magic weapons. Those things fucking creep me out. That one just said it. And I've only ever seen one thing that just did that. And then also where you didn't find out what it did. And I've also only ever seen one other thing that attunes to someone that fast. Because that shit was instant.
Yeah, I know.
And we both know that that's Godrazor.
Yeah, but
Finn. Godrazor has literally... People have literally offered millions of gold for Godrazor.
I know.
You would be an idiot to give that up.
Yeah, okay.
It's not... I'll say, is it currently whatever it is? Absolutely not, but you never know. It took Gargus like 4 years to figure out that he could do the fucking wind clone thing. Still don't know how the fuck he does that. It'd be so much easier to beat his ass in a fight if he couldn't do that.
Do you think you could take him still?
With Godrazor? Probably not. Without it? Depends on if I get the first shot in. He goes first? Not a chance. I go first? There's a chance.
Alright. Thanks for the talk, I guess.
Don't mention it.
For what it's worth, I've heard of some of the things you've done, and I know most of the things you do don't see light. People in our line of work usually don't, but I know you do things for the right reason, and you might not see it, but I don't know. I think you're a pretty heroic person. And then I walk away.
She gives you a little bit of a laugh there. Like one where she's just like, not like laughing at you, but like kind of like laughing with that statement. And then you'll both walk back inside. And you'll see everyone's kind of standing up at the outside the thing. Sia has posted all the jobs on the board. And then you see Argus, who is now actually put back on a little bit of armor. Okay, you 5. We actually got a little bit there for you. I got 1 or 2 special jobs for you. You can either babysit or you can escort. Call it a test run job.
So
He's
I
talking.
think
He's talking to you guys, by the way.
us, right?
Yeah, he's talking to like Varys, Amelie, Kaba, Josaku, and Finn. Where he says like, "Hey,
I'm like laying on a bench somewhere, just exhausted, and I hear him, so I
Yeah,
just ask.
adrenaline's kind of done for me. The pain's really
Yeah,
sinking in now.
I don't think I can really move for the rest of the day today.
oh,
but,
don't worry, you'll be riding in a cart for the next day at least before any trouble hit it."
That's good.
You guys got negotiations.
I push myself up into a sitting position. And I'm like, babysitting versus an escort. I'm assuming
well,
both have
technically
to
they're
protect.
both escort jobs. One of them you're leaning, say there's an Icarian merchant who needs to get to the north to the Gulshamite border, but there's been reports of some solitude activity in the area, and people are now I was saying he's got some pretty decent cargo, so they want to make sure that it gets there and that any solitudes are taken care of. I figure there's no one notorious running anywhere near the border, so if you do meet anybody, it'll be some low ends. If you're
See, ev-
lucky, if you're lucky, it'll be someone. I'll say it'll be one of the lower things. If you're unlucky, it'll be either limbs or stones. But
See, that
let's be
said, like you
honestly,
said,
let's be honest, the limbs mostly operate in the south.
Yeah,
see,
maybe we don't do that one.
the thing you just said, about how you won't have to run into any big problems, I feel like that's gonna jinx us. So
Yeah,
can you tell us what the other one is without trying to jinx us?
Well, unfortunately, both of these jobs have resulted because of solitude activity. So no matter which way you do, you might be running into some, running into some criminals, but again, lower end ones. Basically, there is an Icarian, there's an Icarian noble who needs transport down to, down near the Anaboran border.
Mhm.
Basically, they just need protection on the way. You'd come straight back after as soon as you got to the city. Hold up,
Sorry,
I'm trying to remember
I missed.
I'm trying to remember the names of the cities. I had this written down, but I can't find it, so I'm actually having to look back on the map.
Alright.
DM. Okay. Let me. Son of a bitch. I hate that this happens. I don't know why this happens. Trash. Move. Okay, cool. Let me move this over. Okay. So if you are looking at the screen here, basically you guys are here.
Mhm.
All right. In the in a care. He said that basically the merchant needs transport down to Thortero. Let's say Thorterio. The alternative is that you basically take the let's say you do the caravan protection, and they're on their way up to Ladabat. So it's going to be about the same travel time either way, just because of the fact of one is a straight shot, like straight down the trade routes. The other one you have to cross rivers, so it'll be like a little bit slower despite the shorter distance.
I looked at the group and I'm like, I'm fine with either one because it's pretty much the same mission. Uh, how about you just pick one and give it to us because I think everyone's pretty much undecided.
You telling me to pick?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't think anyone here has a preference.
gonna wait for Phil because I think Phil might have a preference on this one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I had to help my dad out with something. I missed everything after the.
So there are two options. One of them will take you to the north. Say both of them are a result of solitude activity in the area. One of them is escorting a caravan. One of them is escorting a specific merchant. One of them will take you to South Nile. The other one will take you to the north up to the Gulshamite border. They'll take you about the same time because you have to ferry across the rivers if you go north, whereas you don't on the south. You could just follow the trade route all the way through.
Uh, personally speaking, I think the northern job sounds better.
All right, y'all want the northern one?
I'm fine with anything.
Honestly, if it was me, I would have picked that one. A caravan's easier to protect than a singular person, just because snatch and grabs and shit. Oi, Iron, Sarah, y'all got the babysitting duty. Fuck!
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Just like honestly, I wasn't gonna say it because of the fact that I don't know if they're here or not, but the merchant who was solo escorting is kind of a pain.
Oh,
Oh, is it Lazav? Yeah. Oh, dodged a bullet there, guys. Sia pops over, walks over and says, "All right, guys, which one did y'all pick? Escorting Lazav or escorting the caravan?
The caravan.
Caravan? All right, good choice. If it makes you feel any better, also so that's also supposed to be the easier one. The solitudes that have been seen operating towards the north are
sorry, but like, you're on the way to like jinx us right now. So
I'm what?
you're like on the way. Like the next few words you were about to say would probably jinx us. I feel like so.
No, she's explaining the difference.
uh,
She's saying like in the south, there's rumors of the limbs down there, and they tend to have more muscle, a little bit more tricky shit. Whereas up in the north, there's a more, I say, it seems to just be like it's the, I say, like it's the greenhouse operating up there, and
Yeah, we definitely don't want to go to the south.
yeah. Honestly, I'd rather deal with drug dealers than thieves and murderers in the first place. But hey,
they're all pretty much
Two
the
of us.
same.
wait, what'd you say, Finn?
I said that's two of us.
Yeah, and I think Virus also just goes, they're all pretty much the same.
I mean, there's some difference, but
I mean, it
No,
kind of blurs into
not
one.
not exactly. And also you would know, just because like the Solitudes are the largest criminal organization in the world, to the point where like they literally run an entire country.
Mhm.
Kud is completely operated by the Solitudes and their leader, the Dreadlord of Kud, but it's more of like they run independently, so there's no political backlash because it's more of don't fuck with certain things and you're fine. Um, but there are 9 solitudes, which, and again, this is super common knowledge, like how like there's the 5 mafia families and everybody knows that.
Mhm.
There's the 9 solitudes, and again, their names are based on mostly what they do. The limbs are more of like thieves, pickpockets, assassins, things like that. Like they're the more like sneaky, like your stereotypical rogue style criminal. Whereas Greenhouse are more of drug dealers and like drug users. And there's 7 others. Uh, and if you want, I can go through the whole names of them. But I just figure it's like it doesn't really matter. For like this mission in particular.
And I don't think Virus would even probably know what they were called, right?
He would absolutely know if he's from Galrin.
Okay.
Being in a large city, you would absolutely notice the Eclair.
Then just DM it to me, and I'll put it in my notes.
Yeah, sure.
Then do we need to do anything else? Or do we have like
No.
the
Honestly, what we're gonna do now, gang, is we're gonna load you up onto the caravan. You two get some rest. That way you can recover from the beating I gave you. And the rest of you, keep an eye out.
That sounds good.
good?
Good.
Oh, are you sure we can't do this tomorrow?
Caravan's leaving today. Also, the pay ain't bad. Given the
Yeah, I
time,
forgot to ask. How much is it?
300 for the group.
That's 300. Is that our cut completely?
That is your cut. Yes, that is after guild fees have been taken out.
That is. Hold on a minute. I am bad at mathematics. So let me
It's
do
60
this.
each because there's 5 of us, right?
That is 60 each.
Not bad,
Basically, though, job normally would would have a closer fare to what y'all did for the say to the undead, but you have solitudes, specifically the greenhouses, and you never know. You occasionally may run into someone on Fey Dust or Orc Sand, and that shit just gets annoying having to deal with people that legitimately refuse to go down, or just have all of a sudden get high on pixie dust, basically. Uh, Also the time frame, mostly because it's going to take y'all about a week to go. Let's say about a week and a half round trip. Food's provided there though. Again, it's a small caravan, 2 wagons. You'll go in. They've already arranged travel on the barges and whatnot. They just need a decent sized group. And honestly, out of everyone here, y'all were one of 2 groups that fit the bill.
Yeah.
I'll say, and then you see the human woman named Sarah who wearing, like some medium armor and whatnot, and so it's like, yeah, and the other one was us.
Ooh.
It's not that our job will be harder. It's that we don't want to deal with Lazov. I have arrived. And you'll look towards the door, and you see a human with blue hair, just the gaudiest fucking pink and purple outfit you've ever fucking seen. Here. Has my escort been arranged already? Argus leans over to Sarah and says, "He's yours now, sweetheart." Fuck you, Argus. That an offer? I will stab you. Point taken.
Well, you
It's
guys
us.
have your
And then you see Sarah and her group walk over to this loud, obnoxious, and very flamboyantly dressed human. All right. Go to the north. Go to the north side of the city. Let me actually move the thing that way I can remember the name of the district y'all are going to. Y'all are actually going up to. Y'all are going up to north of Applewall. So you're going to go to the northmost port of Applewall. They'll be waiting there for you. You'll take the carts all the way up to the edge of the river. That way they don't have to pay for ferrying across, down the river as well as across it. So yeah, should take y'all about a week and a half total. No, Phil. Like, imagine the gaudiest shit. Like, not like high fashion, but just the ugliest shit where you don't understand how someone with working eyes would be wearing this.
Finn has the worst taste in fashion.
This would stress the bounds of his taste. Like, have you ever played League?
Yeah, I've looked at some champions.
Have you ever seen the pink Taric skin?
Yeah.
Okay, this makes that look normal. Is again the gaudiest shit you've ever seen. To do that, all right. So here, Sia rolls up the piece of paper here with you guys, and she also hands you this small wooden, this wooden thing. So it's like, here is your bounty and your, and your marker. Don't lose that. It basically, once the client gives you theirs, upon service is delivered, you bring it back. That's how you get paid.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have fun, guys, and if you do meet a high as fuck druggie, don't die, and don't do anything that I wouldn't do. I would say Argus, but I
think August's approach is going to be more fun, though.
Thank you. Yes, but Argus would also potentially suggest that you could say that there would be a little bit of drugs left over that you could either take, sell, or use in a party.
I see nothing wrong with that.
You're not fucking wrong, Sia. Not fucking wrong. I know I'm not, because I also just read your thoughts about it.
But also,
that is not fair, Sia.
And I look at August and I'm like, that's a pretty good idea, though. That's either extra income,
No.
or you're gonna have fun.
No. Well, okay. Whatever you find on anyone who, if you do run into any greenhouses, and you do find anything on them, if you're caught selling it, you will get thrown in the slammer. If a guard catches you using it on the street, they will put you in overnight. Just, we're not talking about your usual, like, your weeds or, like, illegal booze and bullshit. I'm talking about, like, fey dust, orc sand, blue shimmer, halfling weed. Shit that'll fuck you up.
Sorry for interruption. Was Shimmer taken from Arcane?
I did not even think about that when I made that. It is nothing like that, though.
Okay.
This one, you would have actually heard of blue shimmer in Galrin. It is a hallucinogen that basically makes it, it enhances the saturation of everything around you in terms of color-wise, but it also makes you more, you're able to process things at a little bit faster. Like, not like Captain America, like, significantly faster, but, like, you're able to just see things happen. Your perception around them is, you're perceiving them as moving a little bit slower than usual. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You would definitely have seen it in Galrin, and you also know that it is highly addictive, highly illegal, and also is well known to, like, fuck you up over time.
Okay.
Basically, enough blue shimmer usage, and your brain will turn into a vegetable.
Yeah.
Orc sand is like, basically, it'll give someone who isn't like a barbarian, like Barbarian's Rage, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Fey Dust basically gives them like annoying pixie magic. So it gives you like a spell or two, but it's like there's a cost on all of these, so it's not like where you take them and then it's like, oh, there's no negative side. No, there's a trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's worse than what you get. So, all right, gang, y'all have done that. Are y'all heading straight over to, I say, to the Apple Wall, or are you going to first stop back by the stuff? Oh, actually, that reminds me. Before you guys go, y'all brought your stuff from the broken table, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Follow me. He leads you back into the guild hall, and he leads you deeper in, and you could tell, like, this area is more of, like, a dormitory. Alright, y'all don't have y'all's places, so for now, you're gonna be staying here. Let's see. Let's see. He reaches up behind this, like, little cubby area, pulls out 5 of the keys, looks at Amelie, wait, puts one back, reaches behind a different cubby and says, okay, guys, you'll get the last 4 rooms on the left. Miss Rotier, you get the first room on the right in the women's wing.
Yeah.
Basically, we're making it to where it used to be sort of like co-ed dorms, but then we had someone decide to be a fucking creep. So while they're able to go back and forth, it's more of, it's hard to miss when somebody goes over, as opposed to someone poking a hole in their wall and trying to be a fucking weirdo.
That's
Yeah, that was before I got here, so it's just stories I've heard. So yeah, have fun, pick your rooms, and enjoy your job. He's going to be expecting you there at, about, right now it's about 10 o'clock, 10:30. He's expecting you at noon at, say, at Apple Wall, so don't take too long here. Have fun, gang. You're going to have more fun than I am. And then you see Argus walk back towards the main area. And yeah, y'all are now going there. So, are y'all cool ending it there tonight?
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Just so that the rest of the group can be there for the major stuff.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, with that, I'm going to stop the stream.